You can't let things discourage you from reaching your full potential. The truth of the matter is, we really don't know how close we are to seeing that dream come to pass. Those desires of our hearts we've been praying over, we've been fasting over, we've been staying in faith for. That opportunity, that phone call, that breakthrough can happen tomorrow. And we cannot let the things that are going around us now discourage us. God is always working behind scenes as hard as he can to make things come to pass in your life. And it's important not to get discouraged. Yeah, you've been praying for 30 days. You've been on your knees and staying positive and constant faith, and you hadn't seen anything. And, that day you gave up, it kind of slows the process down. God is moved by faith. He isn't moved by tears. And we expect God or someone else to put all the effort in for us. We expect God to perform miracles for us, and he does. God always wants to please us and satisfy us as we do him. But we can't expect God to do everything for us. God wants to see us put some extra effort in. Muhammad quoted, trust in God, but tie up your camel. Meaning, as God sees you getting prepared, he sees you in the studio throwing down your tracks and everything, and developing yourself as a rapper. He sees you in the sewing room getting your fashion design pieces together. He sees you writing your book, and he sees you going to college and making strides to please him. God sees your effort, and he is pleased by it, because that's showing him, okay, she really wants this, and she's still trusting me, or he's still trusting me to bring these things to pass. God is moved and pleased by that. So it's important to know we have to put the effort in. You have to put that effort in. God's not going to do everything for you. And as you do, put your effort in, God will send those reinforcements, to help you along the way. So that's why it's important to stay focused on the things you want and work for them, and stay mindful about the here and now. Because as we are being studious in our work, it's pleasing God, and he's going to move those strings, those open doors of opportunity, that favor, those blessings, those miracles. God's going to make those pass for you. But you just cannot get discouraged. I know it's easy to let life catch us up, and the hard times bring us down. It's easy, and that's why I feel motivation is a responsibility as human beings, to motivate each other and support one another. Don't be a hater because somebody is doing their thing. You should support them, because when the time comes when you want to do something with your life and you need that support system, nobody's going to help you because you wanted to crash somebody else's dreams. That's why it's important to lift up each other. That's why it's important to lend a hand, because God is always pleased by his helpers helping one another. Moving on to the next note, like I said, putting that effort in, it takes you to move out on that water. And it gets kind of scary. It gets nerve-wracking. When we take our eyes off the prize, we kind of start sinking down. And my thing is, we can stay in this boat. We can stay in this boat of comfort. This boat is very comfortable, isn't it? I don't have to do anything. Just sitting in my boat. I don't want to walk on the water, thanks God, but I'm just going to sit here in this boat and just cruise on by with life. Why? Why would you do that? What do you have to lose? That's my question to people. What do you have to lose, really? I mean, why not go after your dreams? Why not pursue your goals? What do you have to lose? I mean, why would you want to live a life of just rowing along in your boat? I don't want to work too hard for anything. Things might get a little tough on me there. But that's not really living life. That's not really trusting God. That's not really walking in faith. God will bring so many things past your life, and I've seen the power of God. That's why I speak of him so much, because I've seen the things he had brought to pass in my life that he has promised me when I just walked out on that water and trusted him. And like I said, it's important not to get comfortable in your boat, because you're not going to see any victories past. You're not going to see any miracles. You're just going to be floundering through life, bitter, probably complaining about what you don't have with a bad attitude. So that's why it's important to walk on out in that water and trust God. And you have to believe. You have to, if you want a better life, if you want to live in abundance, if you want to have that wealth, if you want to have that love life, if you want to have that career, if you want to have that life, you have to believe it will come to pass. A positive and a negative cannot coexist, meaning I can't be constantly pursuing my dreams, but in my head I'm thinking, that ain't ever going to happen. Yeah, it sounds nice, but I don't think it's going to happen. That don't even make no sense. Why are you talking your own self out of your dreams? What's the point of even doing anything and walking out on the water if you constantly have this negative Nancy in the back of your head telling yourself no? If you want that abundant life that God promises us, you have to believe in it. You have to believe that it's possible, that you are capable, that you are able, that you're approved, and that you can have this life. But like I said, I really hate to be rude. On another note, I really hate to be rude on this, but if dreaming, hoping, and setting goals is too hard, then you're just a lazy person. I'm sorry. It does not take no effort to sit down and write out what do you want to do in life. It don't take no effort to daydream about, I see myself in my Cadillac Escalade living, in my beautiful house with my beautiful family. That takes no effort. And it's very important, because if you don't know what you want, if you don't have it out in front of you, God don't know either. Like I said, you got to put some effort in. God is pleased with effort. You can't expect God to make everything pass for you. You got to put that effort in. And with that being said, part 4.